Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Culture Class yet again. No, I do not want to be here doing this, and I said that I wasn't going to do this because it wasn't that interesting to me and I didn't think it was that serious. And then I got inundated with messages from just the dum-dums of the world, and they're basically forcing me to do this because I can't allow the misinformation to spread, and the damage that it can do is just something that I can't tolerate. And if I have the opportunity to put a stop to it, then I will. I did try to do this live stream about 30 minutes ago, and then for whatever reason the Streamlabs platform like collapsed on me, so I'm having to restart this. But don't worry, you're going to get all the information that you need. The reason that I am sitting here right now under my hot, heavy natural hair, it's super hot, but I'm just like, I'm tolerating it for today. Yes, I said I would be back. I'm here. So we're starting this from the beginning. The reason we're sitting here today is because a lot of fans added me. You know, you can tag me in Instagram stuff. Follow me on Instagram because that's where a lot of the nonsense starts. They're tagging me on Instagram for this specific photo of this contestant. I always check out what you guys tag me in. I'm curious, I'm nosy, I admit that. I go to this contestant's photo and people are like, look at this. And I'm like, holy hell. Now, hi, I did say that I said I would be here, right? I said I would be back because the stream had collapsed earlier. But don't worry, we're doing this from the get-go, from the beginning, and I got the TikTok on lock. I've got everything. The reason we've gathered here today is because I am the HR department of the pageant world, and for whatever reason, people want to argue with me about stuff having to do with my community, even though they're not a part of my community. And that's what you're not going to do. So before people start making up some sort of false narrative, which apparently they already have started doing that, I'm going to nip it in the bud and show you. This is what everybody wanted me to see. There it is. Let's enlarge that. And I'll move to the side. Watcha! Right there. That's what they want. Everybody's like, oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. I left a comment, and people seem to think that my issue with this photo is this girl's hair. That's what they seem to think my issue with this is her hair. Now, does her hair look great? No, that's a no. It doesn't look very fantastic, but I have no problem with her hair. I see nothing, that I would be upset with when coming to her. I mean, it's not styled great, but I mean, if you want to take a photo with messy hair, by all means, take a photo with messy hair. I don't care about her hair. Her hair's not the problem, whatever. I mean, stylistically, it's a problem, but whatever. The problem with this photo is the caption, not the hair, the caption. Look, forget the hair. Look at the caption. That's the problem, is the caption. The caption says, I love my fro. It's not just a hairstyle, it's a statement. This is one of the contestants that I'm currently, I'm watching the competition, watching the contestants. Now, once again, I will say it a million times, the problem is not her hair, it's the caption. Had she done this photo without that caption and it was just the photo, honestly, I wouldn't have cared. No one would really be saying anything about it because this is the thing. It's not an afro. It's not an afro. It's not. It's factually not an afro. So, as I said before, this would be the equivalent of me snatching a piece of fabric, wrapping it around myself, and saying, look at my Indian sari, you guys. It's an Indian sari. Aren't I so fashionable and wonderful? It's not an Indian sari, and implying that you can simply wrap a piece of fabric around yourself and call it such is insulting because there's context and meaning to that cultural outfit, just like there's context and meaning to specific things linked to the Black community. An afro has a purpose and a meaning. Over here, putting your hair into a messy, I don't know, it looks like she has really bad bedhead. That's what it looks like. It looks like she has really bad bedhead and she needs to cut her hair because she has a lot of heat damage. That's what that means. So to make it seem as if your bedhead, messy, heat damaged hair is an afro is insulting because that's not what an afro is. And this is the first issue. There's actually two issues that we need to deal with when it comes to this. How do I get rid of, I don't want to see this right now. Goodbye. That's not what an afro is. My hair right now, this is my natural hair. People always want to talk about my natural hair. Okay. This is my natural hair. Number one, my natural hair, the way that you're seeing it right now, would not be considered an afro. An afro is a specific hairstyle from a specific hair texture. Only type 4 hair, African American hair, can be put into an afro because an afro requires your hair to be so curly. An afro is a circle. Okay, where is, let's just find, no, I don't want that. I don't want to do that. Let's look at an actual, like, legitimate, maybe, if I can find it, afro, because you guys don't seem to understand what that actually is. And this is, I do fault competitors for this. You cannot compete on an international stage and be ignorant of other people's cultures, or at worst, even disrespectful. You cannot be an international competitor and not have respect for the rest of the international community. It's embarrassing. Do you understand me? That's why I honestly take issue with it. If this was some just like random TikTok person, I wouldn't give a damn. But when you're a competitor, we expect more. We do. We expect a lot more of competitors. You're competing next to South Africans, Jamaicans, the Haitians. Have a little bit of respect. And why is it always the Black community? Like, why? I'm never defending like the Indian community or the Japanese community. Hell, the Brazilian community. It's always y'all messing with Black people. Pick a different culture to insult for once. I'm tired. And like I said, I don't want to be here doing this, but if it wasn't for the dum-dums of the community, I wouldn't be doing this, because it's not even that serious. Why are you not allowing my messy bedhead feels attacked while watching in bed? I'm saying you can have messy bedhead, but that doesn't mean it's an afro. And people, okay, I want to talk about, I'm going to talk about everything, but since I'm sitting here and I can't get the screen open to the, Google thing that I want, we can talk about my hair while I'm going through this, because people are always like, why aren't you proud of your hair? Why don't you watch my vlogs? That's my question. If anybody's like concerned about my natural hair, my question is, why don't you watch the vlogs? Because I go through all this damn time filming vlogs for people on I have a second YouTube channel where I film my vlogs. And in those vlogs, you don't really ever see me with white hair. You see me with my natural hair all the time. The reason I have white hair is simply because it's fun, it's fantastical, and I want it to not be like normal. That's why I did it, to be honest. I'm like, I want to do something not normal. I want to do something that only like a YouTuber can do. That is why I decided to just like pick a different color, as many YouTubers do. Usually you see like pink, you'll see some greens. Usually it's like a pink or a pastel, maybe a purple that YouTubers like to do. A lot of people love blue. I wanted to choose the hardest color to pull off, arguably, is white. And it's hard to pull off because it's hard to do, period. Why are you, okay, you know what? Fine. If this is what we're going to do, you stinking computer, you want to behave like this to me? I think I can do it this way. Nope, not that way. Not that way. Video capture. I think I can do it this way. Please don't freeze on me again. Don't freeze on me again, computer. Don't do that to me. So we're going to get to all of this one by one. Don't worry about it. We talked about this. We're going to talk about that. Because we just don't understand. Okay, so we need to understand what an afro is. Lovely lady here, please introduce us to your afro. Like a queen, like a queen, like a queen. Hi, baby girl. You cute.
Hey friends, hey, it's your girl Vondra, and welcome back.
So this, I really should have this other computer open so it'd be easier to see everything, and I'll do that next time. But for right now, I'm gonna rough it. Why are you not doing this? I should be having a good screen capture. Is this working? It's not working? You guys can't see anything. What the hell is happening with Streamlabs today? I'm trying to make this a very streamlined thing, and you're really not letting this happen right now. Oh my God. I don't understand what's happening in this world. I'm trying to do examples. I've got all the tabs open, and for whatever reason, Streamlabs is being stupid today. I wonder if the rest of the streamers are losing their minds, because I'm losing my mind. I don't understand. Okay, video capture, down. I'm attempting to show examples. That's what I am attempting to do. And you don't want to listen to me. What is that? Now what? Now what did I do? Now what is the problem? I see the folder. That's all I see is the dang folder, which I don't want to see. I don't understand. What is the comment section saying? It's not about the hair, the photo, it's about the statement. And that's the thing. It's the statement. I don't care about the hair. I don't care about the photo, whatever. Do whatever the hell you want. If you want your hair to look like bedhead, I don't care. Do not label it an afro. Do not label it an afro, because then you're connecting it to the Black community, which you have no business doing. None. You have no business doing that at all. Now, the second problem, as I'm trying to sort through this, I can just go through the second, I'm going to try to go through the second issue while I'm trying to figure out what is going on with Streamlabs, because it's just making no sense that this is a problem right now. Oh, there we go. Finally. What is wrong with you today, Streamlabs? What is happening? All right, back to what I'm saying. So everybody understands, this is an afro. Hey, baby girl, this is an afro. You guys see this right here? Do you see her right there? Play your stuff, babe. Now, how do I keep the stream open while doing this? She's showing you how she takes care of her natural afro hair. That is an afro, y'all. She got an afro. Put some respect on the afro. There it is. She has a bonnet on. She's trying. Now, this is her defining her afro. But there's an afro. Pause. I want to pause on. Look, give me a nice little face. There we go. There we go. That is an afro. The requirements to say you have an afro is you must have type 4 hair, and it must be shaped in a circle like this, and it's curly. An afro is tightly packed curls. That's what it is. Now, the difference between this and what's her face is, number one, the fact that I can't just throw her up on the screen because Streamlabs is being dumb. That's one thing. Window capture? No, I need screen capture, please and thank you. Where is this ridiculous hair? Because the other picture is not an afro, okay? That's number one. I want to throw it back up because I know everybody's going to be coming into the stream and not understanding what the hell I'm talking about. Done. All right, let's pop you up. Boop. There she is. Oh, thank God this is finally kind of working for me. A little bit you're working for me. There she is. That's not an afro. Okay. Now let's get into the second issue, because the second issue is the biggest, do you have to have that kind of hair if you're an afro? You have to have her type of hair in order to accurately create an afro. An afro is a hairstyle of type 4 hair. You have to have curly hair. It's not possible to have an afro without curly hair. That's like saying, okay, can you make curly hair without using curls? Like, that's not possible. In order to have a curl is, you have to have the curl that is like a requirement. That's no, it's not possible. But the biggest issue, besides the fact that this is not an afro, okay, that's a very small issue. Like, I understand it's insulting to a culture, but I don't even care that much to make a big deal out of it. The reason that the biggest issue, and the thing that most of my comments are targeting, is the fact that she said, this is my fro, which it's not. First of all, how are you going to say this is my fro when it is not your hair? It's a wig, which I didn't even know until I did further research and found out it was a wig. This is my fro. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not your fro. It's not your fro. Why would you say this is my fro? Where is the actual one with the caption on it? Because I just remembered she did that. That actually is a problem, because people always like to pick on my white hair. And I'm just like, everybody knows that my natural hair is not white. Are you crazy? We're not, like, the fans aren't stupid. I've never thought my fans were dumb. Okay? My fans aren't stupid. I have never claimed to be a part of the natural white hair community. So sitting up here and saying, I love my fro. Okay, that's what she said. She said, I love my fro. Either way, it's not your fro. Over here proclaiming love for something that, no. My biggest issue with this, and this is actually what does trigger me. My biggest issue with this is her saying it's not just a hairstyle, it's a statement. I will lose my mind. That statement blew my mind. Every black person on the planet would, like black women collectively, would lose their minds if they saw this. That is so dangerous. And I'm going to tell you why. In the United States, when the United States went through their ignorant racist period, they used to accuse black people of using their hair to make a statement. They thought us wearing our natural hair was some sort of statement and a threat to them. So they would actually harass and beat up and murder black people who had the nerve to wear their natural hair. And that's a serious problem that still persists in the United States even today, where we've been trying to explain to people, we're not trying to make some sort of power message. We're not trying to make some sort of power move. Our hair doesn't mean anything. It's hair. It doesn't have a statement to be made. It doesn't have words to say. It's not trying to walk down the runway and proclaim its blackness to the world. It's just trying to exist. That's it. That's all that's happening here. This woman on the screen right now is not trying to make a statement of black empowerment. She's just trying to wear her natural hair the way she is existing. That's all. It's not for fashion. That's how she lives. This is her life. This is how she wakes up every day. Is like this. Every day she wakes up like this. And she's not the only one. These people wake up every day like this. And they get on YouTube and they try to show you how they take care of their natural hair. They try to teach other black women different hairstyles they can do with their hair. Her hair is in braids right now, and watch what happens. She's going to like unbraid them, I think, and she's going to go into a full fro. Are you not going to give us full fro, babe? Are you tricking me? You taking away the full fro? Because I don't see a full fro in here. Oh, she's doing twists. But this is how these women exist in their everyday lives. It's not a fashion statement. It's not a movement. It's not nothing but the way her hair grows. This is just how we live. I know it's crazy. It's crazy that this girl just wakes up and she's like this. She just wakes up like this. You see how she doesn't have fashion on? She's not like trying to slay. She's not, because that's how we live. That's how we live. If it is dangerous, black people get attacked for doing absolutely nothing. Then when they fight back, everyone says they're being sensitive. And that's my problem with this. I'm over here trying to explain to y'all, you are sending a dangerous message. And instead of listening to me, they're like, oh my God, she can do whatever the hell she wants with her hair. You're just being sensitive, blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not. Okay. If you want to look like a Raggedy Ann doll, ragamuffin, bedhead looking, just woke up, heat damaged head, then fine. Keep it away from the black community. Don't mention us. Don't say nothing about us. Don't connect it to us at all. That is the problem. If you want to go around looking a hot mess, that is your choice. But the moment you want to look like a hot mess and say, I look like an Indonesian, the Indonesian community has a right to come for your neck because it's insulting. Why are you connecting your bad bedhead hair days to other people without thoroughly understanding the context of what you're saying? And then I know that she didn't understand that the statement that she's making is dangerous, but it is. And that's what's sending me over the fence, because people believe that. People believe sometimes that when I walk around with my natural hair, I'm saying black power, black people are better than you. And like, they see it as a threat. And then they harass me. You make life dangerous for me. And you know what the worst thing is that the Asian community does not have a lot of, in certain cultures, you don't have a lot of black people around you, okay? I lived in Japan, which is why I'm very sensitive to when Asians start acting crazy. I lived in Japan. I've experienced a world around people who weren't used to people like me or my culture, so I know how it feels. Now, luckily for me, the Japanese people were not mean. They weren't mean to me. I'm never going to say Japanese people were mean to me. But they were ignorant. They were incredibly ignorant. They would walk up to me and not even ask me. They would just walk up to me and take their phones or something, and they would like just take pictures of me. or stand next to me and take pictures with me. Without asking me, they would put their hands in my hair. Without asking, like they would say that I look like a poodle or like things like that. And I know they don't mean it to be mean, but it's still ignorant. Wait, I got a question. You don't walk around with your natural hair if you're bald? That's true. You don't walk around your if you're bald, yeah, because you don't have hair. And people are like, "Oh, but you don't take pride in your natural hair." That was the other thing. I'm a little upset at y'all. A little bit upset, okay? Oh, look, it's the live stream. The House of Sovereign. Boom. I have a whole second channel that has been here the whole time. The whole time it's been here with a ton of videos. And in most of these videos, I have like my natural hair out. Where's Fort Bragg? Here we go. When I'm out with my friends on vacations, on trips and stuff, I don't have white hair. Did you guys think that I was walking around like every day, like all day, every day, walking around with white hair? Because I'm not. Not to say that I don't go to the grocery store or out in public with, you know, white hair, because I surely do. But for the most part, I don't. In fact, I've done several live streams with my natural hair out. Here's movie night. Once again, maybe a lot of people didn't see this. I'm assuming not. But we went to the movies and it was natural hair all day. So people are like, "Oh, you don't ever wear your natural hair." I do, constantly. The thing is, I'm just like everybody else, and I like to play with my hair. It's fun to play with fashion. It's fun to play with your different looks. It's fun to just have fun with your styles. It's fun. And I wanted to choose a color that not everybody, you know, was doing, which is why I chose white. But to be like, "Oh, you never," I have a whole nother channel where you can see me wearing my natural hair. So people try to make it seem as if me having white hair is some sort of appropriation of a culture. And one thing that I'm going to say is, what culture? What culture? Okay, because I get a lot of messages. People are like, "Okay, well, you're appropriating culture by having white hair." And I ask you, what culture? Tell me the culture. Name a country. I would, if you can actually legitimately name a country and a culture I'm appropriating and offending, I will apologize. 100%. Let me know. Let me know. What culture am I appropriating? I would very much, oh, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. I'm tripping. Me and my white hair appropriation. Good God, look at her. What culture am I appropriating? Can I just show you guys something else? Let's just, because people are saying, "Well, you don't naturally have white hair." And I'm saying white hair, not blonde hair. People keep saying it's blonde. I am a terrible blonde. Like the world's shittiest blonde. I look horrible in yellow hair. That's why I always make it a point to say white. It is white. Because the moment I put on yellow hair, I look garbage. I look a mess in yellow hair. I'm a terrible, 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 terrible blonde. Is it a screen capture? Let's pull up the screen capture here. We're gonna do this because we need to we're gonna educate ourselves today. We're gonna educate ourselves today. How do I because I need to show you guys a picture. Nope, not that one. We're not gonna pick on that one. That's the good one. Screen capture? Yes. You're not, oh, there she is. Woo. Done. Look at this. Look at that for a second. Why are all these pictures so small? It is silly, and I don't think, like, this is how I know people aren't thinking about others other than themselves, right? It's actually incredibly common for almost every culture to have white hair. It's not an uncommon color. It's not. I don't know why this photo is so small, and it's going to make me like blow it up to God heaven. Like, I don't know why. I don't understand why it's so small, but I'll blow it up. Fine. If that's what I got to do. No, I grabbed myself. I flung myself. There, look at this. Look at her. I'm gonna still blow it up. I'll blow it up as large as I can. I don't know why it's so tiny. It's not that tiny on the computer, but look at that. It's not, this is not an uncommon thing. Wait, I see you guys in the comment section. You're saying something to somebody. Milkshake? Oh yeah, there's a thing called albino culture. There are albinos. There are albinos. Those are people that have been born with a condition where their body doesn't produce enough melanin for them to have color. Absolutely. And you see how I know that information already in my head? It's because before I make a move, I actually check. I check, which is what bothers me about contestants who don't freaking check. You're an international competitor. Do the damn work or just don't participate. That's the thing. At least I have enough, like consciousness and care to check before I make a move on something. White hair is attractive regardless of which culture it is. It's beautiful. Not everybody thinks so. And that's one reason that I chose to do white hair. I wanted to choose a color that not everybody was doing, not something that not everybody considered beautiful. Honestly, white hair is sometimes made fun of because it's associated with people that are old. And I've always thought white hair was pretty because I in my head, when I see like fantasy characters, I love it when they have white hair. And I always thought the contrast between dark skin and really light hair was beautiful. That's why I like dark elves and stuff. I'll show you guys exactly actually where I got the idea from. But look, see, that's a black woman with white hair, but it's actually very common. I'll type it in right here. It's the dark elves. That's where I got it from. Dark elves is where I got the idea to have white hair. If you want to know where it came from, here it is. There it is. All you had to do is ask. All you had to do is ask me. I'd have told you where I got the idea. I'd have said something. This is where I got the idea for white hair. It's because I am a fantasy nerd and I like the dark elves. Because there's not a lot of dark-skinned fantasy characters. It was just these, and they always make them out to be evil, but I've always liked dark elves. And they're usually depicted with jet black skin and white hair. But besides the fact that this is a fantasy being, white hair on black people is a thing. And just because you're ignorant of it does not mean that it's not. Dark elves. But this is still a thing. Like, this is still, that's still a thing. You see, do you guys understand? You see what I'm getting at here? Where's another one? There's this one lady that has like, oh, there she is. See? There's nothing. People are like, oh, I'm appropriating what? My grandmother? Because my grandma has white hair too. Like, so where you got the dark elf up here, you got the lady over here, like, there you go. If you're concerned about the white hair, there it is. And even still, I still wear my natural hair. Now, my natural hair, number one, is very difficult to take care of. It's hot. Like, underneath my hair, right here, it feels like I have a heater on me. It's so hot. And it's not always camera friendly because it gets in my face. You see this? And it just gets bigger and it gets large and it's such a struggle sometimes. And on top of the fact, it's just not like, I like white hair. It's much more fantastical and fun. It's much more fantastical and fun. Okay. Are we cleared up? Okay. I like the fantasy character, and white hair for black people is totally normal. Like 100% normal. Now, besides all this stuff, once again, my issue with what's her face is the fact that you didn't have to connect this photo to the black community whatsoever. Unnecessary. Didn't have to happen. Had she just did the photo without the caption, I wouldn't have said a word. I wouldn't have said a word. Now, I do have to applaud the Filipinos who know better. And this, you guys give me hope. Because honestly, honest to God, I'm going to tell you guys the honest to God truth. If after all the discussions that I've had with you guys, if after all this trouble I've gone through, you guys were still defending stuff like this, I wouldn't really want to talk about Filipino pageantry anymore. I'm being 100% honest. Yesterday, when I was going through the comment sections of some of these photos, If I had not seen as many Filipinos as I saw go into bat, not only would I never speak about the issue again, I wouldn't really want to talk to y'all no more. I'm gonna be totally honest. If you guys weren't, if I didn't see as many people as I saw, like understanding what the problem was, I'd be done. I'd be done. Because that would show me a culture of people who just didn't care about anybody but themselves. It would show me a culture of people who were happy to remain ignorant and had no problem insulting any other country or culture because they just didn't give a damn. Not only do they not care enough to educate themselves, they don't care enough to care. They don't care how you feel. They don't care about how you live. They don't care about the ideas that they're throwing out into the world. They don't care because you guys don't see the big picture that I see every day. You guys think I just make a big deal about hair. Every 3 months, you over here talking about somebody's hair, and that's not it. Look at this. I could honestly, just thinking about it, sometimes I swear I'm trying not to make myself cry. I don't want to do that. I'm going to open this TikTok because I think you guys need to see this. Because this is what you're showing me and other people and queens. Look at this freaking TikTok. Oh my God. I can't believe this. Every time I remember this thing exists, it hurts my spirit. Here it is. Look, before I even play the TikTok, look at the damn TikTok. Just look at the screen capture. Just look at the screen capture. Look at this. I could cry right now. You guys don't understand how hurtful this is. And this is what I see. I see you guys make fun of our hair. I see you guys make fun of our skin. I see you make fun of the contestants. And you want me to be like, oh, it's not a big deal. It's for this reason that I have to get up here and rant. Honestly, I could cry. I could cry. Because this is what every year I'm spending time with you guys and hanging out with you guys. And then I see stuff like this. And I'm like, is this what you think this is okay? I'm going to play the TikTok. I'm so upset. This is very upsetting. And the fact that y'all want to defend stuff like this and make it seem like it is okay is so disheartening. Like I could lose my mind. And before I see your comment, I don't know how to say that word. And when I don't know how to do, I'm honest about my ignorance of certain things. Somebody said, is it AETA? AETA. AETA. They're like, okay, these people, the native Filipino people have the same hair. It's not just the native Filipino people. We were in the Discord and we were talking about how some of the island nations have the same curly hair like me. They have hair like me. Obviously, that's fine. There's no problem with that. There's many different people that have many different styles of hair. Black people are born with naturally straight hair. There's some white people that have afros. The problem is, why didn't this girl, before I play this disgusting TikTok, why didn't this girl refer to any other culture other than the Black community? Why wouldn't you refer to any other, why? Whenever people do stuff like this, they don't pick on any other community other than African descendants. That's the thing. This is why I'm like, can you guys just pick on a different culture? It's always us. Hi, Spotlight Stealer. They said no talking about Filipino pageantry. That's the end of an era, queen. Let's avoid that. And that's what I'm saying. Because some people are like, just stop talking about Filipino pageantry. Number one, I don't think the Philippines deserves that. I think they deserve the praise. And I think they deserve the praise as being one of the best nations. I use the Philippines to show other countries what they need to step up to. Philippines is my star student. They're the A+ student that I like to tell other countries, hey, if they can figure out how to train girls this well, why can't you? Philippines is showing you what to do. So it pisses me off when my A student does stupid stuff like this. What is this? And you guys defend this because then the rest of the countries are looking at you guys like, yeah, you guys aren't that good, are you? You can't be that good. You cannot be the best in pageantry. You cannot be the best international country and disrespect the other countries. Are you understanding me? You cannot do that. If you're going to be the international representative, you have to be respectful to everybody else in that community. You can't afford to be ignorant, and you as fans can't allow it to happen because these people represent you. They represent you. I'm having a hard enough time dealing with this. Let's play it. Let's go on and play it.
Abina Atia, Miss Grand, United States of America! Abina Atia, Miss Grand, United States of America!
Now, do you see in this TikTok how it says, just for fun, queen, just for fun? It's just for fun. Just for fun, queen, just for fun. Just for fun, right? It's just for freaking fun. It's just for freaking fun. You wore blackface just for freaking fun, right? That's for fun. And you expect that this is an old TikTok. Okay, this was posted back when Abina was queen. Let me play through so we can actually see. Where's this clip? Go ahead, stand right there. There we go. There's a good little screenshot. You're standing there with a face painted in black, and you're saying it's just for fun. This is what you guys do to me and every black person, black competitor. Every time you allow your contestants, your fan base, to make a mockery of other people's culture and then defend it. Go ahead, defend him. Y'all want to defend people saying their nappy freaking bedhead, ragamuffin, Raggedy Ann bedhead is an afro. Because apparently my hair is no better. I might as well, like, it's just messy and ugly and right? Defend it. Go ahead. Go ahead and defend him too. Defend it. Defend it. It's just for fun, right? It's just for giggles and laughs. He's not making a mockery. He's giving praise. This is what y'all are defending. Because Philippines, if somebody does this to you, that way, it's over there. When people do this to you, you guys don't like it. If the Koreans go outside, cover themselves in dirt and mud, and say, look, I'm a Filipino, y'all are pissed. I promise you would be pissed. If the Korean queen went and covered herself in dirt and mud and said, look, I'm one of the Philippines, you guys would drag her forever. You wouldn't even drag her just for 1 year. You would drag her for the remainder of her life, okay? She wouldn't even be safe to step on Philippine soil acting like that. But when you guys do it to other people, you want to defend it. Now, like I said, I have no problem with what's-her-face raggedy looking bedhead. I have no problem with that. I have a problem with her attaching it to the black community by calling it an afro, and then by saying her hair makes a statement when it doesn't. Hair is just hair. It makes no statement. It is no more a threat or any more outlandish than anybody else's hair. My hair should not be considered any more different than your straight hair. And I want you to see the ramifications of what happens when you guys don't address these issues. Here is a video. I'm done with you. Screen capture, we might need you later. This is the second channel, by the way, where I do show up in my natural hair, even though I do it on the main channel too. So I don't understand why everybody's acting so brand freaking new about it. I just started doing TikToks, and my first TikToks were like in my natural hair. So what is happening? All right. So nope, babe, I don't need you. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Here we go. This is a black woman who is in China. She went to China. And she's having fun and she's enjoying her life. The title of the video is Chinese People Won't Stop Doing This. I can't look at this is one reason I don't mess with my natural hair on camera, is because it's so big. I can't even it's ridiculous. It's absolutely insane, my freaking natural hair. So this is a black woman in China. She gets really irritated with Chinese people who are attempting to undercover, like, try to take photos of her. No, mom, I'm on live stream. And she probably knows, why would you call me? So she's walking around China and she's expressing how she's getting irritated with Chinese people, like, standing right in front of her, taking photos of her as if she's some sort of, like, attraction. They'll, like, stand right next to her and try to touch her. They will, like, make ugly faces at her, like this guy walking right by her. You're creating, you guys treat black people as if they're not normal people. And that's dangerous to us, because then we can't exist in everyday life like normal people. If you treat us like we're different, everybody's going to treat us like we're different. The world treats us like we're different. Is there somebody who said Carly? Where's Carly? Does Carly have a question? I'm looking in the chat. It's looking like Carly has a question. I have the right to... Mom has stuff to say. Mom just texted me and said, Mom has stuff to say. Hi, Mom. I see that you are, you're watching the stream. Okay, if you want... She said, yo, mama. Wow. I'm looking for Carly. If you don't want to see my messages, you have the right to conceal my name. Okay, Carly, I see you in the chat. What is Carly's question? Because I missed it. I have been paying attention. It's not really your job, since never hire you to do what? I don't know. Carly, what is your question? Do you have a question? I'll handle it myself if that's what I need to do. People are like, okay, and if I don't know if that was directed at me, so I might be wrong because I didn't see the whole chat. No, it's not my job to educate people. It's not. I shouldn't have to. And to be honest, I said in the beginning of the stream, I don't want to. It's exhausting and it's hurtful. You guys hurt my feelings when you refuse to either educate yourself or understand when you're offending another community. Especially since I've been the one sitting here with you for years being your friend. You're hurting your friend's feelings by insulting my mom and my brothers and my grandma and refusing to pay respect to my community. Which is why I said, honestly, if it wasn't for the Filipinos who were so educated and vocal about their education, like, honestly, I went on Twitter and I went on Facebook and you guys saved me. You guys, like, restored my faith in you and reminded me, like, no, I know that there's some people out here who refuse to educate themselves, but there's a lot of Filipinos who know better. And so help me, I wish you guys even understood how happy you made me just laying here in my bed. I was like in despair. And then I saw the comments on Facebook and I was like, bless you people. Bless you people. Because they were going ham. They were going so hard. Some people couldn't even understand why it was incorrect, but they knew it was wrong. I'm going to pause this. They knew what they were looking at was so wrong. They knew it. And I'm just like, you guys saved me. You did. But no, it is not my job to sit up here and educate anybody. It's not. Honestly, if I wanted to be petty, I would roast you, move on, and never speak about the Philippines again, and just be like, I could just be like, that country is horrible, and they're insensitive, and they're racist, and I could just be like, done. But I have enough respect for you guys to not label an entire country that way. I'm not going to say you're all ignorant. I'm not going to say you're all, like, racist. I'm not going to say that, because you're not. You deserve better. And I think my community deserves better treatment as well. If I don't treat you that way, if I don't treat you like you guys are all ignorant, why would you treat, like, my culture as if it's something to be trivialized and made fun of? And if you don't understand what you're doing, then either research or just don't do it. That's why I said the girl shouldn't have labeled it an afro, and you would have been fine, because it's not an afro. It's not. It's not my job. But I know that I have a platform. I am one of the very few Black people in the world who has the ability to connect to a community of people who have the least amount of experience with my culture. Of all the cultures in the world, Asians as a whole, whether it be Japanese, Chinese, Philippines, Korean, Vietnamese, Thailand, a lot of you guys have never experienced Black culture or Black people, so you don't know any better. I may be the only Black person a lot of you guys are familiar with. I'm the one person who might be able to make a difference. So even though I don't want to be here, I don't want to have the conversation, I don't want to deal with it. I'm like, it depresses me so much. I haven't eaten today. I want you to understand how serious this is for me, how much I don't want to talk about this, how much of an impact it has on me. It is now 11:25 a.m. I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning. I have not had breakfast. I have not had a sip to drink, not a drink of water, not a cup of coffee, not a boiled egg. I haven't done anything other than gather myself, sit my butt down at this computer and do this live stream because it's so irritating to me that I cannot possibly function doing anything else until this is addressed. It weighs so heavy on me, the fact that I'm having to explain to my friends why their choices and their queens are inappropriate, why their fan base is wrong. This is not okay. This is mocking behavior. If you want to do a rendition of a Bina's performance, why does it require blackface? Does it require blackface? I think everybody would know who you're talking about if you did this TikTok without blackface. Blackface is not a requirement. It's not. You can do curly hair without pretending to be a black person. Do you realize that? You can have curly hair and leave like black people out of it. That's possible. This photo is perfectly fine. You didn't have to label it an afro and you didn't have to make it some sort of statement of power, because it's not. And you don't get to defend this, especially when you're not a part of the community that this is targeting. Okay, V Enthusiast, I see your comment. And when people talk to me like they have common sense, it's no problem. V Enthusiast says, Harleen is such a down-to-earth person. She grew up in a not-so-privileged life. She's a nice person. I'm sure that photo shoot wasn't intended to mock the black community. Honestly, I agree. I don't think she intended to mock the black community. I don't. Now, I start getting angry when Filipinos, yes, that is my mother in the comment section. That's my mom in the comment section. I get angry when Filipinos and black people go through the trouble of correcting this girl, telling her, hey, maybe don't do this. And then she still doesn't want to correct it. Okay? Had she done this and then been like, oh, whoops, let me change the caption. Legit, I was waiting to see if she changed the caption. If she was like, oh, I'm going to change the caption, fine, no problem. Legit, I wouldn't have said a thing. We wouldn't be sitting here. I would have eaten my breakfast and gone to the gym and life would be merry, dandy, and happy. Had she changed the caption, everything would have been fine. But after people correct you and tell you something is wrong and you not only want to keep it, but then defend it. Her manager made this a lot worse than it needed to be. Her manager made this worse because he came out with this giant paragraph of defense of this photo and blew it way out of proportion. And that is not what a manager is supposed to do. Your job is to keep that girl out of trouble. You want to keep her in the spotlight, but you want to do it in a good, positive way. If honestly, had she changed the caption and been like, I'm sorry, I didn't know any better, that's it. She'd be free and happy. And honestly, I would have given her praise. Like, who doesn't love a queen who identifies a problem, corrects it, says I'm sorry, and moves on with her fabulous self? It'd have been great. It would have been fabulous. I do it all the time. I misspeak all the time. I say things wrong all the time. And I allow the Filipinos to correct me. You guys do it constantly because I can't speak nothing right. I can't say anything correctly. I'm always mispronouncing things. And I don't get mad when people tell me I'm wrong. Last year, oh no, it wasn't last year, it was this year. This year when I was talking about Rojas, that girl from the representative from Rojas, the first time I said the word, I said Roxas. I was like, this is Roxas. Now, maybe a lot of you didn't know And I'm sure you don't, because you're not American and people don't do as much research as I do. I'm an influencer. I have to do more. I expect more of myself than the common person. I have to do better. So Roxas, Rojas in Philippines is pronounced Roxas in the United States. And I'm saying that it's true. And I'm saying that because Roxas is an actual character in Kingdom Hearts, a game that I absolutely love. See, Roxas. Roxas is a character. It's a character in Kingdom Hearts, but it's spelled like the province Rojas. So when I said, you know, Roxas, I was actually pronouncing it the way that it's supposed to be pronounced in the United States. But when the Filipinos came and told me, hey, this is not how you pronounce this province, I did not then attack them or dispute them. I didn't tell the Filipino fans, you're wrong. You're all pronouncing it wrong. It's pronounced Roxas, not Rojas. You guys are crazy. I'm pronouncing it right. You guys are wrong and I'm right. I never did that, and I never have done that. When it comes to another person's culture, when they correct you and you are outside of their culture, you follow their culture's rules if it's applying to them. I don't get to rename that province because I'm an uppity know-it-all American and I think I'm doing it the right way. No. If the Philippines says this is how you pronounce this in our language, then you do it their way regardless of what the Americans say. Period. When Black people are trying to educate you guys and say, hey, this isn't an afro, maybe change the caption, don't use it as some sort of statement of empowerment, because that's dangerous ideology. I can't speak right now. It's a dangerous idea. It's a thought process you do not want to perpetuate and give to other people. When we're telling you not to do this, there should be no dispute. That's it. Game over. Done. I know she hasn't edited the caption, and I want to find the non-apology of her manager. That's a very bad I would not. Oh, that manager. Here it is. I'm going to read that statement. Wilbert, from what I'm told, okay? And I always cover myself. This is what I'm being told. Yeah. Okay, I'm looking at Wilson's comment. To be very fair, I'm actually giving Harleen the benefit of the doubt that she might not know any better. I see her as someone who depends on her team a lot and let them have the free reign. I was of the same mindset, but the reason I'm not having that mindset right now and I am now faulting the girl is because, one, the caption hasn't been changed. She hasn't attempted to correct it whatsoever. And her supposed, unconfirmed, people are saying this is her manager, Wilbert. Her supposed manager has actually come out in defense of this and is basically calling us all crazy. The manager has said, I don't see anything wrong with her hair. Was she even mocking dark skin? Was the picture even discriminating certain races? They wrote something in Filipino. I'm not even going to attempt to translate that. Afro has been around and artists use it for many photo shoots. You don't know what Afro is. First of all, Afro, the term Afro, if you haven't noticed the spelling of the word, is in regards to the term African. That is what Afro means. Afro, like people say, Afro is not just a hair style. Afro is an actual word. Afro as in reference to Africans. So the term like Afro music, Afro food, or Afro people, if you say Afro people, you are talking about descendants of Africans. So whenever you drop the term Afro, it is in reference to African people. That's why it's Afro, as in African. I just blew some people's mind. They had no idea. Afro has been around and artists use it for many photo shoots. Once again, I don't think you know what Afro means. Where is I'm about to make some people laugh, but I mean, it's funny because in certain areas, like this is just funny. So I'm about to open all of these different photos and we'll go through them because y'all don't know what Afro is, what an Afro is. All right. So everybody look at this. I would like everyone to know what do you guys think this is an Afro? Do you think that this is an afro? I haven't even read the whole statement. We're going to break the statement down. This is not an afro. Jet, you are 100% correct. You have to be careful with your choice of words. Absolutely. And competitors need to be aware of that. Otherwise, you don't belong on an international stage, period. This is not an afro. And I have a feeling, I have a sneaking suspicion that this manager who doesn't know anything about afro nothing would consider this an afro. This is not an afro. This is not an afro. Not an afro. It's big hair, yes. Drag queens use it, yes. And I saw people using drag queens. Drag queens use it. No. And even drag queens know better. They would never disrespect the Black community like that. Drag queens, they know better. This is not an afro at all. It's just big hair. And it's called teasing, by the way. The hair has been teased to make it big. Also, ooh, I don't want to click that. I want to do it in my screen capture. Also not an afro. Where's the other ones? Also not an afro. It's not. It's just messed up teased hair. And this is a photo shoot that this girl did with her hair looking like that. It's considered high fashion, but it's not considered an afro. And even the most ignorant American would not consider it an afro. This is not an afro. It's not. It is just big hair. It is teased. Do I need to pull up teased? Do I need to pull up teased? Y'all don't know what teased is? Where's teased hair? Teased hair. Do people, like, is it uncommon for people to just not educate themselves? What do you guys do on the internet? Just tell me what y'all do on the internet. What is it that you guys are looking up if it's not education on anything? So this is teased hair. Let's go through some teased hair. It's not an afro. Let's play Is It an Afro? We're going to make that a game. I should make it into a video and we're going to play Is It an Afro? Is this an afro? None of what you see on the screen is an afro. It's not. Nothing you see on the screen is an afro. At all. Not even a little bit. Mom is still in here. She's still in here. Hi. Who said it's your... Oh, okay. We're having this conversation. I will do a refresher for those of you who just popped in here. We're having this conversation because a Filipina contestant decided to do this photo with matted hair and then call it an afro. She said, I love my afro, which it's not her afro. So are you then lying to your audience and saying you naturally have an afro because you don't? That's a no. It's a no. And then she said, it's not a hairstyle. It's a statement. It's not. All of that entire caption is a lie. So my problem isn't her hair. Her hair looks a mess, but whatever. My problem's not her hair. It's the statement. None of this is an afro. Let me read through this entire statement by her supposed manager. So they said, I don't see anything wrong with her hair. Was she mocking dark skin? Was the picture even discriminating a certain race? Afro has been around and artists use it for many photo shoots. Drag queens are even wearing afro for their shows. Prehistorically, we Filipinos are naturally curly. Why do y'all keep using that, by the way? Because I take high offense, and I'm sure that the natural Filipinos, okay, of the world take offense to it too, because don't act like you guys don't treat them like second-class citizens sometimes. You don't get to use the natural hair Filipinos when it benefits you in your dumbass photo shoot and pretend as if you don't treat them wrong. I know for a fact that you do. I know that the dark skin, curly hair Filipinos are not treated the same as everybody else in the world. So how dare you latch onto them as if, oh, but see, we have them. You don't even like them. A lot of people discriminate against them, so you don't get to use them. Hell no. Hell no. And even if that's like white people in the United States saying a lot of Americans have afros, so it's not a problem if we walk around with it, but it doesn't apply to you. It doesn't apply to you. If I became a an Indian citizen, if I got my Indian citizenship, that does not mean I get to walk around with a bindi on my forehead in full, sari and everything, making a mockery of their language and, like using all their cultural stuff incorrectly. But then I sit here and say, but I'm an Indian citizen, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm an Indian citizen, so I can do whatever I want. No. That's not licensed to do a damn thing. It just displays your ignorance. I can't believe you put this in here. Filipinos are naturally curly. Some of them are. You're not. You're not. Some Americans have naturally white skin. Does that mean I get to go bleach myself and just pretend I'm a white chick named Becky? No. It's still wrong. Are you the ignorance? And they said prehistorically. Prehistorically, like in the dinosaur eras? Are we talking prehistoric like dinosaurs? I'm sorry, I got to throw it out there. You got to be careful with your choice of words is poor. That's the statement we want to convey. Embrace all types of hairstyles, straight, curly, short, long, afro, or not. Okay. If you want to perpetuate an image, this is what I'm saying. The photo would have been fine if that's what you want to do. You shouldn't have labeled it an afro. That's it. Answer me this. Why did that caption have to exist? If you just put this photo and say, I wanted to try a different look. I wanted to have a mane today. I look like a lioness. There's so many different ways. You did not have to connect it to Black people whatsoever, and you would have been fine. You would have been fine. Now, some people still would have called you out because they're assuming, which they're correct, they're assuming that you're wanting to bite off African heritage, but you could have bypassed that if you hadn't labeled it, okay? You could have got away with it if not for those meddling kids. You outed yourself by labeling it Afro, otherwise nobody really could have made a big deal out of it. I'm gonna continue with this statement. Yeah, they said that's the statement we want to convey. Embrace all types of hairstyles, straight, wavy, short, curly, long, afro, or not. We apologize for those who got offended. Here's another poor choice of words. We apologize for those people who got offended. But rest assured, we didn't violate any laws, discriminate against any race or any minorities. That's not the intention. Fire him. Fire him. Fire him. No. What? The first part of that was so bad. We apologize for those people who got offended. This is very much giving me like plantation owners, like the people that were the plantation owners. When they're sitting in their house, they're like, look, we're so sorry for those people who don't like slaves. Like, we love slaves. Those people who are whining about it, sorry about that, okay? Just pretend you didn't hear them. We apologize for those who got offended. Like, we're so sorry you guys have to deal with the people who are telling us we are wrong. They're being way too loud. Sorry about that. Such an inconvenience, right? Did you get a nice nap? Are you sleeping well? Bro. That's terrible. But rest assured, we didn't violate any laws. Woo! What? But rest assured, we didn't violate any laws? Rest assured, we didn't violate any laws. All right, let me show you some non-violating law stuff since we want to be done. No, it's fine. We're not about to violate laws today. It's okay. Let me go grab some stuff. Violate laws. Ain't no laws being violated. Okay. All right. See, I would do this in a video, but what I'm about to do is gonna piss off the Philippines so it would piss them off. They wouldn't even take it as a joke because y'all are hella sensitive. They wouldn't take it as a joke because since we're basing it off laws, right? Okay. So if I showed up on my channel, right, with jet black hair. I could do it, but y'all would have a fit. The entire, you want to see me hit the news? If I were to do this on a video, they wouldn't, even if I put it's a joke on the screen, they would be pissed. If I show up on my channel with jet black straight hair, and you know I have the wig because I keeps the wigs. I have a jet black wig. Put that on. I'm gonna do this, right? I wonder if I can make this happen, right? If I just tucked some fans on my shoulders right here. Where's another one, right? Do 2 fans on each shoulder because that's traditionally Philippines, right? That's the outfits. And I started like, if I wore this and said, I'm a Filipina. I'm a Filipina. Look at me. I'm a Filipina. Apparently this is all it takes to be a Filipina and this is the traditional outfit of the Philippines. I'm pretty sure most Filipinos would consider that offensive. If I just like duct taped these things to my arms and put on a jet black wig and just been like, I want to be a Filipina today. I'm not violating any laws. You can't get mad. It's not illegal to do this. I could totally pull off being a Filipina, right? This is all it takes. Black hair and some fans. That's it. I deserve to be a contestant on stage now. Like, still trying to justify culture stealing. Tell me y'all, you cannot tell me the Philippines would not drag my butt up, down through my own halls of my own court of my own kingdom. They would kill me if I had the audacity. They would crucify me. They would invade. They would invade. The Philippines would come for me so hard. They would like, I'm pretty sure there's some Filipinos in the chat who understand the point and is still triggered by what I just did. So my thing is, how are y'all defending this? What the hell? Not an afro, by the way. Once again, not an afro. She did not have to label it an afro because it's not. It just looks like heat damaged dry hair. That's exactly what it looks like. Heat damaged dry hair. Not an afro. They would drag you down and drag you. They would. The Philippines would kill me if I did that. But once I didn't violate any laws. But am I breaking a law though? It's not against the law. Not against the law. You can't get mad. Why are you mad? Why are you mad at me? It's not against the law. So boom. But rest assured, we don't violate any laws, discriminate any race or minorities. That's not the intention. But okay, look. You're not like I said, I don't believe it was their intention to discriminate against anybody, but they are showcasing and defending ignorance. That is wrong. This should have been corrected and then left alone, and everybody would move on with our lives. You cannot defend ignorance. I have never defended my mispronunciation of anybody's name or province. I accept that I'm wrong and I do my best to do better. That's it. No one's ever come at me. I have never been in scandal for being wrong. You know why? Because I don't dispute it. I will say somebody's name wrong. I'll say the wrong country. I'll say the wrong pronunciation. I will say the wrong whatever. Never in the history of YouTube have you ever heard me defend when I say something incorrectly. If I say the wrong contestant's name, whoops, my bad. And then we all move on. Imagine if I said the wrong contestant's name during Miss Universe Philippines and then refused to correct it. I was like, no, I'm right, you're wrong. Like, what is that? Her manager, yeah, it's her manager. But the thing is, Filipino fans really need to understand, and future competitors, you can't afford to be ignorant. You can't. You can't afford to be ignorant. You can't send competitors to international competition being ignorant. Not only do they need to be intelligent, these competitors I expect to have a higher level of awareness and intelligence than the average citizen. Otherwise, you don't deserve to be a representative. Even this girl, I want to show you guys some real, you want to see some real stuff. Is this even playing? Let
You
me,
described yourself back then as a beautiful
yeah, it
girl.
is playing.
So if you were a beautiful girl, why do this?
Yeah, I liked my body from the beginning
So,
to now every step. But like
yeah, I'm
the
scaring
boys,
some people
like
right now. I'm scaring
their
some people.
brand new car. They love to work on.
You see, are you seeing this? You see that? So I don't remember what country she's from. She's a European. She's from somewhere like Slovakia, Poland. She's over there somewhere, Eastern European. She's Far Eastern European. She's very, very white, very fair skinned woman. Okay. So a lot of people would, when I saw this, I was like, what the hell is this? That's the first thing I said was, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? Ooh, this girl. I'm gonna tell you something that might surprise you. Why are you calling out the whole Philippines by an act of certain people? You keep saying the Philippines will come for me. That's a hasty generalization. It's just, oh, no. You must be referring to my fans thing. If I did no, I don't think you're understanding, baby girl. It's Abby Star. Abby Star, I think you're missing it though. You're missing it, Abby Star. You're totally missing it. The entire Philippines in its entirety would come after me if I duct taped these to my arms, put on a black wig and said I'm a Filipina. That they would 100% come after me. They would. They 100% would. And honestly, they'd have a right, because that's very disrespectful. And that's what I was trying to prove, is that if I did the same to their culture, they would be pissed. Is it illegal? No, it's not illegal for me to mock the Philippines, but it is disrespectful. It's unkind. It makes it seem like it's okay to mock other people, other countries, other cultures, and it's wrong. They would have every right to come after me for that. Even though it's not illegal, they would have every right. They would get me for sure. This Eastern European woman, you would think that the caption Afro, the fashionable statement, is such an arguable circumstantial evidence to that effect. It's not comparable to blackface that debases black people. No, it's not comparable to blackface. It's not. Honestly, the biggest issue I had with the photo was her saying that it's some sort of statement, because that actually is dangerous. That's dangerous. The first part is just ignorant, and I probably wouldn't have said anything because I've seen other people like do certain things with African American hairstyles that I was just like, whatever. Like, I don't like it, but I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. I've seen it like Vietnam. I've seen a couple women from Vietnam, okay, donning cornrows and stuff when I know for a fact that if a dark-skinned competitor stepped on stage with cornrows, they would talk horribly about her. So I've seen other competitors do stuff when it comes to their hair, but I'm not going to turn it into a big deal. The only reason I talked about this is because, number one, the dum-dums brought it to me. Okay, I left one comment, and instead, see, this is something you guys got to learn about me. There are certain instances where you will not win. I will not back down. So when dealing with me, you have to understand that if you attack me, there's a high likelihood that not only am I going to take you down, I'm going to win. I'm going to come at swinging. Other influencers, other YouTubers, other like people on Instagram, they'll let you say whatever you want and then they'll leave. I am not that person. The dum-dums came to me and started telling me I'm wrong. If my DMs and comment section had remained empty of this situation, I would not be speaking on it. This is how the last situation happened with San Pablo Laguna. I made one comment on the matter. Had everybody left it alone, you never would have had that live stream of me breaking it down. The moment it becomes an issue for my court, you make it an issue for me, it's over for you. You guys didn't have to bring it with me. You didn't have to bring it to me. It didn't have to happen, but you did. So now I'm here. People said, what am I seeing? So this woman, I'm trying to talk about her. This woman, I don't hate her. I really don't. I don't hate her. I really don't have any feelings on the matter. I don't. Like, you would think that I'm freaking out. You would think that I would be like, oh my God, this is racist. Oh my God, this is horrible. Oh my God, this is awful. You would, like, some people would think that I would lose my mind over this. I really don't care. The reason I don't care is because number one, she's not an influential figure. If this woman was on a pageant stage, I would be hugely upset because this is not a black woman. If you can't tell, everybody watching, you're looking at the screen to the person that's got dark skin. This woman is not a black woman. She was born a very fair-skinned white European. She is not black. So, if she was a pageant competitor, this would be a problem because she's using a black aesthetic to get support and be crowned, but she's not a pageant queen. She's not an influential person. She herself is not profiting off of this blackness at all. At all. She is not a model. She is not an actress. She is making no sort of profit off of being black. Therefore, if this woman chooses to live her everyday life in full supposed fake blackness, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't. She can do all that she wants. She's not profiting off of it. She's not gaining notoriety off of it. So if this is how she prefers to look and she thinks she's beautiful, it's her life. And I'm not going to make a video on her. I don't care. If that's what you consider beautiful, babe,
And if they see,
it's
wow,
weird,
nice.
but fine. I'm going to see if they have the picture of her before she was black. Excuse me. I know there's a microphone. Oh, they didn't show the picture of her? I'm going to find the picture of her before she was before she tried to turn into a black woman. She does consider herself to be a real black woman, which she's not. She's not. She considers herself to be like a transplant black woman. That's what she considers herself to be. She even changed her last name to something African. So this was her before she decided to turn into a black woman. That's her. Can I get like a bigger picture, please? Where's a bigger photo? You're not gonna, no enlarging? Okay, whatever. But there she is. She's very, very fair-skinned. She's very white. There she is. Crazy, right? But I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. If that's how she wants to live her life, if she feels beautiful this way, if she feels like she looks great this way, who are we to tell her that she can't live her life however the hell that she wants? Fine. That's fine. She ain't profiting off of it. So I don't care that this woman wants to be black. She is not breaking any laws. Now, can she honestly be considered like a black woman? No, because being black means more than just having dark skin and curly hair. It's biology, it's lived experience, it's culture. So you can't just consider yourself black. Oh, that dog. You cannot just consider yourself black because of you changed, you did your best to look like you're black. Like, no. But do I care? Am I mad? I don't care. I don't care. I don't. She's not perpetuating a negative stereotype. Even, and this is the craziest thing about this woman, even this woman, you see how she's not being stereotypical black? She has dark hair and she has curly hair and dark skin, but she's not trying to get into rap videos. She's not trying to make rap music. There's not videos of her twerking all over the place. There's not her trying to be hard, and she's not doing the stereotypes. Even this woman understands that stereotypes are bad. That's crazy. Like, clearly this woman has gone through at least I can say she studied. What's her name? Martina? Yeah, Martina. Martina has actually studied what it means to be black. she kind of understands a little bit of something, and she doesn't use stereotypes. And this is at least the level of education that I wish competitors would use. Please. I'm looking at the comments section. What's going on down there? I'm looking at the comments section. I don't know what you're not getting. Who's not getting something? Some Thai are trying to be relevant. I know. I understand that you're trying to be relevant, but you need to gain a personality or use your own creativity instead of just dipping into the Black culture. Why is it always Black people? Why is it always the Black culture? Why? Why is it always the Black culture? Get a personality, you dull, boring people. I want to spice up my aesthetic, so I'm just going to dip my toe into stay out of our pool. Stay out. Especially if you're not willing to pay it the proper respect. This comment by Wilbert defending this BS is stupid and made it worse. It made it worse. It's ridiculous. When you're wrong, just be wrong and move on. Be wrong and move on. That's what I do. I don't get embarrassed. I don't get flustered. I don't get irritated. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. My bad. I mispronounced the wrong thing, and I move on, and we never talk about it again. It's not that serious. It's not. What else did I have up here? Because I had so much. Oh, Asian mom straightens her daughter's hair. Because people are like, well, there's some people. Yeah, see, I see we're having debate in the comment section. People are like, oh my God, that's so racist. Racist means the reason I'm saying this isn't, there's a conversation to be had about Martina, but the reason I'm not mad about Martina is because she's not using it to be discriminatory towards anybody. She doesn't put down Black people. Honestly, she wants to be a Black person, and she admits it. She shows it. She truly wants to be a Black person. She wants to be accepted in the Black community. That's what she wants. And she's doing her best to gain acceptance. So I'm not calling it racist because she doesn't discriminate towards Black people. If anything, she uplifts them. Is it problematic? Yes. But it's not like people are using her as a model. People aren't using her as an actress. So I really don't, am I going to be friends with her? No. Because this is cringe AF. This is real cringe. This is a great display of people's willingness to not accept who they truly are. I couldn't deal with this. But I don't think she's putting down Black people. But I need you guys to understand how Black people view you when you are showing off your ignorance. There are videos on YouTube of Black people reacting to Asian people specifically, their ignorance. And it's not good. I'm physically sick. So I think this lady, how loud is this?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
You still kind of loud. Interesting.
So today I'm back with
So this is a Black woman. I'm going to mute it. And she's reacting to an Asian mom trying to straighten her curly hair of her Asian daughter. And a Black woman is reacting to this because Black people, it's very easy for us to identify when you are messing up when it comes to curly hair. And this is what baffles me because, oh God. This is a little dark-skinned Asian girl that has naturally thick curly-ish hair, which is awesome. These are the type of girls we don't get to see very often. We don't get to see the dark-skinned Asians, the ethnic Asians. We don't really get to see that. And these are the people that some of these competitors desperately want to mimic. But the thing is, we take offense when you try to mimic these people because you don't cherish the real people in the real world. You treat them bad, but you want to steal their aesthetic when you need to add some spice to your everyday life, right? You treat these other ethnic Asians, and it's not just Philippines. I'm talking all Asian cultures. Chinese, Japanese, Korean, specifically those three, the very fair Asians, they do not like. Typically, they don't like dark skin at all within their culture. And there's YouTube videos about that. Black people reacting to Korean makeup brands. They don't even make foundation for dark skin. Like Korean makeup brands don't even make dark skin foundation. They like don't like it. Not actually her daughter asked her to straighten her hair. Yeah, she's excited. The little girl's excited to have her hair straightened, as was I when I was a kid. You know, when I got my hair straightened, I was super excited. Like it was everything. There's like, you can straighten your hair, curl your hair. That's not the thing. My thing is when you guys try to mimic these dark skinned Asians, you don't even treat them nice in the everyday world, but you want to steal their aesthetic when it's nice for a photo shoot. But in the real world, y'all want to pretend like they don't exist. Y'all want to pretend like girls like this don't exist. Or you want to act like their hair is supposed to be straightened. Like it shouldn't be curly. Your hair is ugly, straighten it. And there's YouTube videos on that. Greetings from Kenya. Look, I need to have you on the screen so you can explain. So can this all started when we were talking about this one girl labeling her nappy bedhead an afro. It's not. You cannot use afro anything to make a statement, especially when you're ignorant of the context, you're ignorant of the meaning, you're ignorant of the situation or culture. Don't put your foot in a pool where it doesn't belong. The competitor is just ignorant. So when you're ignorant, say I'm sorry, back off, and don't defend it. Everybody defending this, you make your country look bad because then outsiders think you're all racist. And I don't want the Philippines to look like that because I know for a fact you're not. I'm looking at the comment section of Facebook right now on my phone of these hilarious comments. Okay, y'all went in. You guys, the people on Facebook, thank them. Thank the people on Facebook for setting everything right, because you guys showing that you're not ignorant shows every citizen of every other country, the rest of the fan bases who are watching you, America, Canada, Brazil, Colombia, Venezuela, Kenya, South Africa, Haiti, Jamaica. I could go on. Korea, Japan, China. All the other fan bases are watching how you're behaving. That comment section is a real damn good look. And it shows the other countries, not only will your nonsense and racism not be tolerated against other people, regardless of the culture, heritage, or country, we're going to call you out even if you guys do it. Because if you're willing to call out your own competitor, you're damn sure willing to call out a foreign nation's competitor. So it lets all competitors know, the country, the staff, and the girls themselves know what is and is not acceptable. It's not acceptable for anyone, bar none. I don't care if a black woman steps on stage and she's bleached her skin and has blue contacts in. I'm on your team. We're going to come for her. That's not okay. That's not self-confidence. That's not nothing. That's a no. That's a whole no. Where's Instagram, by the way? Because we can do Instagram right now since we want to be messy. Oh God, no notifications. All it's gonna do is bug me. God forbid. Because the person I wanted to talk to did not come to Instagram or did not come to the live stream, and I'm disappointed. No, I don't want that. It's in this one. Where's he at? Because he wanted my attention, and I promised I'd give it to him. Homer, don't ignore me. I'm an attention seeker, remember? I'm going to make it impossible for you to ignore me, Homer. Impossible for you to ignore me, Homer. Homer has left about 5 or 6 messages on my Instagram comments. They're still there. Him calling me. In fact, let's read them. I want to read them. Homer, you wanted my attention. Look, when you guys ask for my attention, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. Homer called me an attention seeker, but to be honest, he's the one that wanted attention, so I'm going to give it to him. Let's be messy on live, because y'all going to learn not to challenge me, because when I'm being serious and I'm having discussions and you guys want to be disrespectful, you bring it upon yourself. So here is Homer in the comments section. There's a couple of them. We're going to go through. I'm going to be messy. Y'all getting called out today because I want to be messy. I didn't have breakfast. I didn't have coffee. So guess who being messy? Me. By the way, bomb white hair photo. Be mad. Boom. All right, Homer. Homer says, I got one in... How many of these comments did you leave, Homer? You're going to make it so hard for me to go through. Okay, this is the first one. Just stop using Filipino on your content. FYI, we have black people as well in the Philippines. We are brown color Asian, so just stop claiming we're using you people. I'm a brown person as well. Stop the drama of you. I'm going to give you a pass and say that you're just not a professional like English speaker. You know, I'm not good at different languages either. So I'm going to bypass the grammar errors in this, Homer. But number one, stop using Filipino on your content. Okay. Let's ask the Philippine. We're going to ask the people in chat right now. Do you guys want me to stop using? Well, yeah. Do you guys want me to stop talking about Filipino competitors and competitions? I'm going to leave that up to you guys. Do you want me to eliminate their playlist, their videos, eliminate them from competition? Would you guys like me to just cut out the Philippines? It can be done. You guys let me know. If I end up cutting out, if I end up cutting out the Philippines from my content, I want you guys to understand that it's at Homer's request. Homer asked me to not do it. I'm seeing a lot of no's. Because Homer asked me to. So when my fans ask me to do something, I am going to take it under consideration. We're getting no's, Homer. Okay, Homer, they're saying no. And I felt like they would say no, but I'm willing to ask. My chat is now flooded with no's. We're going to move on from that. Then wait, nope. Where did my comment go? They said, FYI, we have black people as well in the Philippines. We are brown color people. What? FYI, we have black people as well in the Philippines. We are brown color Asian. So stop claiming we're using you people. Okay. I've said it many times. I understand that there are dark skin. They're not black. They're dark skin. Black people there's different. But they're dark skinned Filipinos. I know that. I would also like you guys to stop using them. Because when I defend dark-skinned people, I'm talking about all dark-skinned people. And you guys always exclude them from when I'm speaking about dark-skinned people. So when I would appreciate if you guys stop clinging to them and using dark-skinned Filipinos as saying, well, look at our dark-skinned people. We have them, so we get to use them. No, you don't. Because I know for a fact that in the Philippines, sometimes they get discrimination too. You don't get to use them when it's convenient for you and then disregard them at every other instance. The same way Americans treat black people, Filipinos typically treat their dark-skinned people. Now, you guys are not nearly as racist as Americans, okay? I'm giving you guys that. But is there colorism? Absolutely. So stop using we have dark-skinned Filipino people. That's fabulous. You're not one of them. So stop using them yourself. You're not a part of that group at all. Neither is the competitor. So stop using them. My God. We don't need your critically fat Okay, what is that? I'm brown as well. We'll stop the drama of you. Whatever, Homer. I don't understand why Homer's not in the chat right now. Homer, someone tell Homer to get on the live stream. Where is Homer? Homer, if you're asleep, Homer, when you wake up and you want to do an IG live stream, even if I have to be up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I will put in the work that you're not willing to. I will be up at 2 a.m. if you want to do an IG live and be told to your face. Let's continue on in the comment section. Why are you wearing blonde straight wig if you don't want other races to wear an afro? Once again, there's a huge, what the fudge? What the fudge? All right. Screen captures. Where is... Done. Okay. All right. Understand this. Black people do naturally, in fact, have white hair. White. And I say white because I'm a terrible blonde. I look horrible as a blonde. White. That's number one. Number two, white hair is not exclusive to any community or culture. White hair is pretty universal. Whether you be Asian, Latina, black or white, you're going to find everybody with white hair. It just happens naturally with age or albinism. That's it. That's all that is. What was the other one? Why are you wearing blonde straight wig? We went through this. I got the idea for the white hair from Dark Elves. That was the other thing. It was the Dark Elves, which is a fantasy creature that I happen to really like, and because it's one of the only dark-skinned fantasy creatures in the world. So it's all I got. I wonder, is that popping up on screen? It is. Dark Elves. That's where the idea came from. I think it's fabulous. It's wonderful. It's fantasy. It's giving. Back to IG. This is why I highly suggest people always, girl is always seeking for attention. I'm a YouTuber. It's what I do. Why are you surprised? There's a camera in my face right now, and I've been on camera for hours today. Still haven't eaten breakfast. Understand my need for attention is more important than breakfast at this point. We've established this. But at least I seek attention for like good purposes, not for me doing BS the way your competitors like to, okay? See? At least I'm not that type of attention seeker, because rest assured, every pageant queen is an attention seeker, if you didn't know. Every pageant queen. It's not just, I'm a YouTuber. It's my job. But the pageant queens, it's also their job to seek attention. That's why she did this. You realize that, right? She wanted to be different. She wanted to stand out. She wanted to be visible amongst the crowd. That's why she did this. All pageant queens are attention seekers. That is the point. That is the point of them being on stage, to get attention. That's the point of them having a crown, to get attention and say they're the queen. They're better than other people. Why are we okay? Proud afro, but you're always wearing a blonde wig. Yes, because I like to be like different. And honestly, let's be honest. Can you pull off a white wig? Most people can't pull off a white wig the way that I can. Okay. So it does make me a little bit special. I like being special in my own unique, fabulous way, because you can't wear white the way I can. I am special. Homer, you had more. Just stop using Filipino on your content. It has been well established that, oh no, I'm not going to block Homer. In fact, I hope you guys send Homer this live stream so that he knows how much of an attention seeker he is and I am. So Homer, let's find out who's the biggest attention seeker, because I bet you I can outdo you. Okay. I bet I can outdo you. Let's make it in. I'm so petty. I love it. FYI, is that it? Homer, didn't you have more? I'm sure you had more. Just quit using Philippines. The Filipinos told me no, and I think they would hate me if I actually cut them out. Honestly, I think the Philippines would take great offense to me cutting them out of pageantry. I think they would be offended. If you got offended by, what's her name, Harlene's photo wearing an afro wig, well, that's not what I got offended by. See, if you're going to comment at me, comment with the right context. I don't care that her hair looks ridiculous. I don't care. It looks silly, but I don't care. So that's all wrong. That this entire comment is wrong because they think that I'm mad at her hair. They did the same thing when I talked about San Pablo Laguna, and I'm like, I have no problem with her hair. It looks bad, but that's not my problem. The problem is that she lied. That was my problem. You guys got to get off the hair. It's not the hair. Stop making it about the hair. Is that because you don't want to address the real problem here? Are you just bypassing the real problem? How ironic, this woman doesn't want others to use Afro style on someone else's hair, but she keeps wearing blonde wigs. Clout chaser she is. No. Honestly, I'm a very bad clout chaser. Like, let's be honest. I'm a horrible clout chaser. If I wanted to clout chase, I could have made a whole video about Harlene and a whole video about the Philippines and your mockery of Black culture. I promise you, it would get a ton of views, not only from the Philippines, but the Americans. The Americans would love to tear you guys to pieces if I showed them what you were doing over here. I have not done that because I don't think the Philippines deserves to be labeled as like a racist country or any. I don't think you deserve that. So I try to keep it as quiet as possible so that the girls and the country don't get backlash. But you guys keep getting loud with it. Like, shh. I made a when I make a comment so that I don't have to make a video. Shh. Don't make me make a video because then it's not going to be quiet anymore. Keep it in the comments. Because if you guys make it loud, then you defeated the purpose of me trying to keep it low key. You guys did that to San Pablo Laguna. I didn't say anything about blackfishing. I purposely did that to keep it low key. And then you guys put it on the news. I tried to like keep it quiet and you guys put it everywhere, but I'm the clout chaser. Be quiet. Hush. Shh. Oh my God. Here at the Philippines, many people here have curly hair. She doesn't. Why do you guys keep doing that? Why do you do that? Somebody, I'm looking at the chat right now. Explain this to me. Why is it okay for the people that don't have curly hair to take it from the people that do, even though you put the people that do down for it? Why is that okay? Just because some people have curly hair, you think it's okay to steal from them and pretend you're the same as them? How is that okay? Is that okay to you guys? I don't think that's okay. In the United States, it's not okay. In logical, factual land, that's not okay. This girl is not native Filipino. She's not one of the Filipinos that do have that ethnic, curly, dark skin, dark hair, curly hair. She's not one of them. So why are you trying to make it as if she is, or if it's okay to cosplay as that? It's not. Why is it so dark in here? I hate this. Too dark. Way too dark. It's not okay. Is Homer here? Someone's saying I found Homer. Is Homer here? I would be so happy if Homer was here. I'm just gonna keep, if I see Homer, I will watch it. Is that it? I could have sworn I had like worse comments in here. I really want to, I'm wanting, yes, a girl is always attention seeking for fun. Jay, you're right. It is for, girl is always seeking for attention. Absolutely. Oh, let me take this down. Girl is always seeking for attention. Yeah, duh. But at least I use my attention seeking ways for the power of good. I don't attention seek for like negative stuff. Hi, Queen. We're sitting at lunch now. I'm going to put you on the big screen so my family gets educated. Please shout out De Los Santos Rina family. Please. Thank you. Hi, family. How are you guys doing? What are you guys having for lunch? Because I haven't eaten. I've been sitting here in class educating people all day. It is now noon. I have missed breakfast and I'm about to miss lunch. Because I'm just trying to like force it into people's head, right? I'm forcing it into people's head because according to what some of these people say, if you have people of a specific race or culture within your country, according to the logic of Homer and Jay, it's okay to steal from them. If that is the logical conclusion, I as an American can steal from any country I want because everybody from every culture lives in the United States. So I can steal from Filipinos, I can steal from the Vietnamese, I can steal from the Brazilians, I can steal from the Mexicans, I can steal from the Chinese. Everybody lives in the United States. There's somebody from every culture. So according to Homer, if you guys have dark-skinned people to steal from, that means I get to steal from people in my culture too, in my country, right? So that means I can wear like a kebaya from Thailand, right? And then I can like, I don't know, pair it with Dutch shoes. Like apparently, you know, ooh, and a Chinese headdress. Like let's just mix and match everything. Throw a sombrero on there, right? We can do like, apparently I can just do whatever the hell I want. As long as there's somebody in American culture that matches that aesthetic, I can steal from them. That's the logic you're preaching. This is what happens is when you seek attention for bad things. I use my powers of attention seeking for good. I use my powers of attention seeking to draw attention to pageants and pageant queens and like bad things that need to be talked about, you know, discrimination or hate crimes. We use my attention seeking to educate ourselves about different natures and cultures. We talked about Ukraine. People are like, oh, attention seeking is bad. Attention seeking is bad if you're not doing anything good with it. I don't mind being attention seeking. Just like every Miss Universe on the planet. Every Miss Universe in the world is an attention seeker. That's why she does interviews and she goes on TV and she walks red carpets. She's seeking attention. I'm not going to take it as a bad thing. You call me an attention seeker. Duh. Of course I am. Of course. I just use it for good. Why don't you give it a try? Oh, see, I done messed up. See? I was trying. They said because I remember the kebaya because I wanted to wear it, but I totally forgot where it was from. They said it's from Indonesia, Queen. Sing wrong again. I was trying to like do it off the top of my head and I done messed up. You're right. It is Indonesia because I was remembering who was wearing it. And I was like, is that an Indonesian queen or is that a queen from Thailand? I couldn't remember, but you're right. Yep. It's 100% Indonesian. But yeah, for me, when I like say a country or a queen or whatever, it's like, I'm like, whoops. Yep. I did that. That was me. Nobody's perfect. Stealing is bad juju. Respect other cultures and things will work out for you. True. That is true. BBM is part of every chat. You're funny. I'm just like, look, let's make it lot. Oh, attention seeker. Yeah, I am so for just for future reference, okay? And maybe I'll make a TikTok about this. Homer, since you want to be an attention seeker in my comment section and leave like 6 different comments, I might use you in a TikTok, okay? Since we're both attention seekers, we're going to be attention seekers together. I'm going to use his face in a TikTok. See, I wouldn't put myself on blast like that. Being in the Sovereign's comment section and being disrespectful is an iffy thing. I don't mind people disputing me, but do it with respect. Because the moment you get disrespectful, I get disrespectful. And you cannot fight me and win. Like, it's just, you're not. I am super petty. I don't care who it is in the world. It could be the president of these United States of America. I would still fight him. I'm too creative and too mouthy. I know. I'm terrible. I'm horrible. Don't trust me. Anybody else, though? I really thought I had like worse ones. It's Reynald. And where's Andrew? I don't see. Oh, that's Andrew. Andrew thinks I'm offended about this girl's hair. I'm not offended by her hair. So your entire paragraph of a comment is wrong. I'm offended by the comment and the labeling it in Afro. Stop defending dumb stuff. Where's that TikTok? I'm gonna put that TikTok back up for everybody who didn't see it. Because this is the stuff you guys like to defend in my face. This is the stuff you guys like to defend in my face. And as long as you guys defend stuff like this and ignorance like this, it's going to continue. Oh, and I did want to talk about this, but whatever. I should have did it earlier, but it's fine. When you guys defend stuff like this, the queens see it. I want you to understand that, and someone can clip that. Go ahead, use it in TikTok. I love it when the TikTokers do TikToks better than I can because I suck at it. Use this. When you guys perpetuate racism, stereotypes, this type of bad thing, such as the TikTok we're looking at, the queens see your bad behavior and they see your defense of bad behavior, and it hurts their feelings. Just because this young man put just for fun queen does not make it appropriate. This is hurtful, and it is very difficult for the queens to explain or defend themselves because they're queens and they have directors and they have people that keep them from speaking out. This is hurtful no matter how much you did not intend it to be. It's bad. It is wrong. It does not deserve defense. Correct it, learn from it, and change. That is all I ask. When I call something out, any type of bad behavior, I am asking for it to be corrected and changed and for everyone to learn from it and move on. Not attempting to demonize the person, because trust me, if I wanted to demonize you, I'd do a video how I did for Kiwi Farms. That's what I would do. I've never gone like full tilt at somebody except for maybe Lupita from Mexico and Kiwi Farms and Charlie Gold. It's the only people I've gone at like hardcore. So stop defending the BS. Are we good? Are there any questions?
Abina Atia, Miss Grand, United States of America!
Any questions? Are we done with questions for the day? I still haven't eaten.
Abina Atia, Miss Grand, United States of America!
Like, the grossness, though. Oh, look, not an afro. I think that's from when we were playing Not an Afro. Y'all gotta learn the difference. If you don't understand a culture, if you don't understand something, just either educate yourself before you participate or don't participate at all. I think that's the least that any of us can ask. Okay? That's my Instagram, by the way. The videos, the Miss Universe Vietnam reaction video is right here in my videos. If you haven't seen it, you are free to see it. I'm also on TikTok now. Me and Homer might have to make a TikTok together, even though he doesn't know we're going to make a TikTok together. I think we're going to make a TikTok together. Oh my God, Homer, wait, this is so messy, but I'm going to be messy. I think he put his TikTok. He did. He totally put his TikTok in his Instagram thing. Homer, I'm about to go steal one of his TikToks. I'm going to go steal one of Homer's TikToks. I'm sorry. You guys should not. You guys should not be up in my comment section acting a fool because I'm not going to get offended. I'm about to have so much fun with this. You got how many TikToks? Homer, I'm about to, oh my God, there's so much to choose from. I'm coming for you, boo. Oh my, I'm about to use you for my attention seeking. Hey, we about attention seeking. I'm so messy. I'm terrible. Don't trust me. I wish I could have done this when Mom was home. I'm sorry, Mom, I had to do this while you were at work. Apologies. Oh, look, it's Lewis. I'm sorry I had to do this while you were not here. I may hop on IG Live, so if you aren't on my Instagram, you might want to get that before I have to do another Instagram Live. Because if Homer wants to have words with me, I'm going to let him. I will be on Instagram Live. After this live is published, I will likely be on Instagram Live just in case anybody has words, because I'm not afraid. I don't care. I stand behind what I say with my full chest and voice and face. And I'm going to expect that those of you who want to be disrespectful are going to stand up with your full chest and face and defend what you say. If you're going to debate me on the same level that I'm willing to. Because I have no problem standing behind my words. You don't get to hide. You don't get to be racist and hide. You don't get to be disrespectful and hide. You don't get to be ignorant and hide. Especially if you're willing to defend that ignorance. You can do it with your whole face. I'm not tolerating disrespect. Now, people that, people ask me questions in my DMs all the time. That's fine. You know, if you have questions for me, or if you want to dispute me, that doesn't mean I'm going to out you. That doesn't mean I'm going to be like, haha, I got you. No, I have no problem. Usually I keep my DMs closed. Now my comment section is open to the public. So if you act stupid in the comment section, that's public. Not only can I not hide you, there's no reason to hide. You posted publicly. It's not my fault that you did that. So Homer cannot get mad at me for showing his comments on the screen, because your comments are public. So before you comment, you better be sure you're willing to live with what you say. I didn't show my DMs, but I did show my comments, which are public. You want to act a fool in public, don't be surprised if you end up on a live stream. You did it. Oh, my hair. Look at this. I've been sitting with my hot hair. Usually I'd put it up or something. It's in my face. Afro hair is, oh my God. Remember, I do have the family channel for those people who think that I'm not showing my family or, I don't know, myself on Everyday Matters. I do all the time. And in this video of my brother's hair, we talked about how, is this muted or what? I'm going to mute it. We talked about my brother's hair. I anticipated this issue being an issue like years ago. What year was this dropped? 2020. So in August of 2020, I did a video about my little brother's hair because I knew hair was going to become an issue and topic for discussion. So this is why I did this video, to talk about people's natural hair, my brother's natural hair, his dreadlocks, all that stuff, so that I would have something to talk about in the future. For whatever reason, people can't leave Black people's hair alone. But it is good for you guys to see the children and the families that you affect. Please understand the children and the families that you affect. My little brother has natural hair. And I need you guys to be more sensitive and understanding to people like him, so that he doesn't have a rough time, so that his life can be just a little bit safer and more secure and friendly, even if you don't truly understand him or his culture or his hair. You just understand that you need to be understanding and respectful, because this is my family. And I want them to be safe just like you want your families to be safe. Every Black family just simply wants their family to have a decent life and be able to exist in safety and happiness like yours does. Okay? Is there any other questions, comments, concerns that we need to sort? I'll probably be on Instagram later, just in case people need to have words with me, because I know the Philippines is largely sleeping. So if I need to get on IG Live, I will. Just let me know. But be respectful about it. Otherwise, I'm going to be petty. All right. I'm figuratively losing brain cells at reading and counter claiming some of these comments. I know that my comment section, have you guys, this is why I tell you guys to check out my Instagram, because sometimes the comment section gets real stupid and I get real petty in my comment section because I know that most people aren't going to see it. I get real petty in the comment section. So if you're looking for like messy tea, if you want to see some messy tea, just slide into my comment section every now and then and see, because usually there's some messy tea throughout throughout the comment section. I get real petty in the comments. So find me on Instagram, you know, and I'm glad everything's cleared up. We're understanding. So seeing my brother's natural hair right there, like everything's on YouTube. But if you have questions, let me know. I think it's time for me to eat. I've literally eaten nothing all day. I should probably eat something and go to the gym. Aren't you guys glad to know that I'm not like, I think people thought that I was super fat. I'm gonna close this. Right? I think people thought I was secretly super fat. You guys always see me sitting down. I'm not the skinniest woman in the world, but isn't it nice to know that I'm not like, you guys thought I was super obese. People were like, oh my God, you must be a fat girl. Now you know, I'm not, you know, I'm chunky for sure. Look at that thigh. I am chunky. That thigh is huge. I definitely have thighs, but I don't think I'm as fat as a lot of people thought I was. I'm sorry to disappoint you, you know. I do go to the gym though, so it's unlikely that I'm going to get super big unless I'm pregnant. Oh, by the way, how many people do we have in here? I'm going to be quiet. 85. You guys, it'll be fine. It'll be fine, you know. Usually at the end of live streams, I get real mouthy because people start disappearing and I feel safe. Yeah, feel your stomach now, right? Oh, I do have a belly ring. Did you guys know that? Look at me, getting super personal. I have a belly button ring. I just posted a video in my coterie. So those of you that are a part of the Patreon, if you are a part of the Patreon, I just put out a new video for my Barons and my Viscounts. We're talking about my personal life because people had questions about, you know, if I had a boyfriend or anything. So we're talking about my dating life. I haven't left a secret door in the Discord for a while, so be looking out for that. I think I am going to leave a secret door for people to go find. I like doing little fun things, but you guys have fun trolling the comment section because my comments belong to my kingdom, not the peasants. If you guys ever find a peasant in my comment section, if you get to them before I get to them, props to you. But I totally welcome you guys in my comment section. It gets real petty. It's kind of like my battlefield. It's fun. So have fun with it. Let me know what's going down. And I'm going to eat. What happened to the computer you built yourself, the colorful one? I'm using it. I'm using it, Salvatore. I'm using it. I wasn't able to do live streams before I built this computer because I was using this laptop. So now that I built myself the new, oh, I thought I was going to drop it. Now that I built myself this computer, I use it to live stream. I use it to edit. I use it for all, you know, I got this mic right here. Hello. But I'm using it. So that's what's going on. What the title? Yeah. So I'm going to stop the live. It's been 2 hours and you guys can start from the beginning. And if you make it to the end, by all means, make it to the end. But I'm glad we were able to educate ourselves and spill a little tea and be a little messy. Don't we love live streams? Live streams get so messy. You guys have got to stop provoking me into getting on live. I will still get on live, but for the people who want to be disrespectful, don't be disrespectful to the point where you have me getting on live and roasting you. That's counterproductive. Let me do fun live streams where I just talk to fans. I think we are going to do a Q&A session with me and possibly my mother, if that's what you guys want, because I've gotten a lot of requests to do like just a Q&A, a personal get to know me vid. So I think what I'll do is have you guys send questions and whatnot to my Instagram and let everybody know to send their Q&A questions so that we can do that video. I want to answer your guys' questions. You guys have good questions that I've never talked about my personal self. People are like, they want to know about personal things. And I'm like, okay, that might be fun. I might spill a lot on myself, but I mean, whatever. If that's what you want to do, I might have to do that. So I also have to go check in on the super chat for Miss Supranational because I think they're expecting me. I think so. So I need to go check on them, make sure they're doing okay. I'm getting off live. I love you guys. Thanks for being here with me. Rewatch the live if you missed anything. You'll be fine. Okay.